Today, I want to speak briefly about when is the best time to ask your teachers if they're willing to write college application recommendations on your behalf. Most students in high school don't get around to even thinking about this question until the earliest the end of their junior year in high school, and most actually that's the earliest. Again, most won't even think about it until they start senior year. And this is not a recipe for great success in terms of getting the best teacher recommendations out of your teachers. Most college applications these days, if they're for quality schools, quality colleges and universities, they are going to be asking for 2 teacher recommendations as a part of your application. And gosh, the best teachers often are asked by many students to write teacher recommendations. So it goes to figure that if you really want the best teachers to write your recommendations for you, and if you want the best quality teacher recommendations written on your behalf, you should always remember the maxim, the early bird gets the worm. And I recommend that you think about who would be best to write your teacher recommendation in the January of your junior year in high school, the halfway point of your junior year in high school if you don't follow the American high school calendar. So that way you will then build up the nerve to actually ask the teacher or teachers in question sometime during the second half of your junior year in high school, ideally in the early part of the second half of your junior year in high school, and get a firm commitment from those teachers to actually write your letter of recommendation. So again, middle of your junior year is the best time to ask. If the teacher says yes in response to you asking, if he or she will write your teacher recommendation, respond with a great big smile and a thank you, and let that teacher or those teachers know that you will be getting him or her or them your extracurricular resume in short order so that they can have some more context with which to write your letter recommendation, and that if they have any additional questions for you, they are free to email or contact you anytime, or even meet with you anytime in order to gain more information from you about your goals, your background, your academic interests, so that they can write the best letter or recommendations on your behalf. Not all teachers will actually write your letters of recommendation that day that they say that they're going to do it. They could take weeks, if not months, to do so, but to get them on the record early as a committed letter or recommendation writer, I think is a very smart thing. And some teachers will even have forms that you need to fill out in order to complete that process. Obviously, you will want to fill out the forms the teacher gives you in order to provide the teacher whatever he or she wants in order to write the best letter recommendation on your behalf. But in terms of timing, middle of junior year is when you think about it. Early in the second half of junior year is when you should ask. By the end of your junior year, it should all be done. It should all be done. You've asked, they're on the record saying yes, and now it's just a matter of them submitting those letters of recommendations either directly to the colleges or to the college counselor, who will then submit all the letters of recommendations as well as the transcript, high school profile, other supplementary information to the colleges on your behalf sometime this summer before your senior year or during the early part of your senior year.